What up, everybody? In this video, I think we're going to be adding in some more keys and whatnot to be going forward. And that sounds pretty simple, but I think it's still going to be a little bit challenging because of um, the way things are set up at the moment. So we're going to have to do some changes to go along with that. But I want to add a key maybe into here, and then maybe another key maybe behind that room where the skeleton was. So, and then maybe we can start figuring out what room is going to be for what enemies, and finally, what would be a boss room. And then eventually, I want to give this ladder some functionality. Maybe we'll go to an overworld map so we can go back to the town and spend our bits that we're going to earn here. But first things first, let's jump into the code and let's add some keys. Okay, now we're in the code. Let's get rid of that. We have to come over to the levels file because this is where we have our collectible class that we have been using for our everything like that. So one thing I also kind of want to do as we run into them is we're going to start putting what they call type hinting in here just to kind of clean up the code. So when I come back to this and try to read it, um, yeah, it'll be a lot easier to remember. So all of these are just ints or numbers or short for integer. I am pretty sure self.d is going to be a string class. And then our use is once again an integer. This will just, in the future, it'll help me as I'm making the class to know where I'm at and what everything is in that class. So we are going to need to go under load image first. And we are going to have to tell it elif self.image is not or is none, and self.d is equal to key 2. That's what we'll call it, or put in as the identifier. And we will just go ahead and copy and paste this, and we'll go ahead and put that there because we still want the same key image for the moment. And then we'll just go ahead and kind of do the same thing for number 3. Whoops. I need to back that up one. And then we will go ahead and just make that a 3. So now the load image is going to know. I mean, later we'll use something with this for each key, hopefully corresponding to each door. So we're probably going to use that self D for each door in a way. But for now, after this, we need to go ahead and we're just going to copy and paste this so I don't have to do a bunch of typing. And then we're just going to change a few things about them. So this would be 2, and then this would be 3. Okay. So for 480, here, we'll just do this to get this on there, is x. So we're going to want this to be an integer and not a float. So our x will be we'll just say width times 0.9. See what that looks like. And then the y, we'll also have to go int, just because for some reason the actual typing doesn't like to mix integers and floats, even though it works fine. just to kind of improve myself, I put a type checker on there. So now when I'm developing programs or whatever, I can start to make it a little more fancy and read more readable, and hopefully a little less full of bugs going forward. So that is why I'm going to start putting these ints and everything like that, just to kind of make it a little cleaner and help everything out. Okay, make sure that's a 0.9, and that is um and under here, this is where the doors for the levels, we are going to have to figure out this collision. Um, Eventually. But let's just see. Let's just keep going down and put our key in. So these are each of my rooms. So each room I want to add stuff to, I have to make sure I'm under our right um, thing. And I know the one we are going to be working in is room 9 in that top corner. So we are going to go ahead and go key 2 dot, and then we'll just draw it and then put it onto a screen. And then we will go key 2 dot collision, key collision, I guess. And now need to put Josh in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and test this out. No errors. That's always a good thing to start. So they were not there before, buddy. So there he is, nice, tucked away in that corner. We can collect it, but as you can tell, it doesn't add to our keys um, yet. So I do not think I can. This one is usable, so I don't think this is gonna unlock anything. Yeah. So we're gonna have to. That would be our next step, is to figure out how to make each of our keys usable. So let's jump into the code and take a look. So the way we use our keys is under our door collision, which might have to be changed up a little. Um, so it might be have to change up a little bit. Where do I call this at? I'm pretty sure it is. So levels, yeah, just in the door collision. Yeah, self dot door collision, and then the key. And then key. And that key should be key 1. Uh, so let's do an experiment. And let's get rid of. Where's room 9? And see, it's not even under here. Draw rooms. So I'm got to do a little bit of searching through my own code. There it is. Okay, key 2, key collision. So, and then right up here, okay, doors. So we'll put key 2 into that, because this is where I'm drawing the doors. This is the key, which is coming from collectibles. Should have the same functions as key 1 because it's the same class. So let's test this. It's not going to show up on our show stat screen because I did not do that. But okay, we collected our key. It still says 0. But it does work. Very interesting. So that does work. So we need to figure out a way to include that into our function on our doors. Key.collected. So under our draw doors, yeah. So essentially, what we should be able to do, which I don't know if it's going to work, we should be able to break this out of this for loop and go door one dot draw underscore doors, and then our screen, and then our player, and then our key one will be that, and then for 2 pm dot Josh, and then key 2, and then our door 3 we'll just go ahead and stay underneath. We can literally just copy and paste this part for the door 3 because I don't have a door 3 instance yet, or it placed even. So it may not tell us in our stats because that's all the way over here in our game function on our show stats. We have to figure out how to put each key into here. So maybe I'll make another function to plug into here that calculates the amount of keys so I don't have to change up a bunch of stuff there. But let's go ahead and test our code. And let's just go grab the key that we don't have to battle for. I'm not sure which one's door 2, but we'll just try them all. I guess we could look, but we got the key. Which one is door 2? So that one's not door 2. And that one's not door 2. And technically, I guess that one's not door 2. So that is weird that doesn't work. Let's go ahead and grab this key and see if that is going to work. And once again, we'll kind of just show off our new battle. It's kind of being improved slowly over time. Now it will tell you whose turn it is. The skeleton tag, it does choose. It's just kind of stuck in a loop right now. And the turns do matter. As you can watch her health, we can go to our item. We can use our potion, and her health does go back up on her turn. So now that's perfect. See, the skeleton attacked me, and now I can go to my item on Josh's turn and use it, and it fills him. So turns do matter. I don't have it so the potions end the turn yet, but I will get there. So, okay, there we go. So we got our key. Let's see if this one works. That one does work. So we're going to have to look into why that's the only key that currently works. I'm not 100% sure. I wonder if I accidentally tied it to up here and this keys that is using it to unlock. So let's go ahead and look at that really fast. It would be under our levels, under draw room. Here's our walls. So the door collision, I am key dot collected. Unknown. I don't know. Typing. So this would be an object. Cannot access member collected from type object. So I don't know. We'll mess around with that. So if hit and key dot collected is 0, and then Yeah, see, if hit door and key collected is 1 and key used is 0. So let's see what the unlocked is. So if that key, so um I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on that. I don't want to use too much of the video time for that. So let's just go ahead and place the third key like I was wanting. Up here in our collectibles, we will go ahead and what room was that? I think it was 3. So we'll go ahead and throw it in room 3. And you know what? Let's just keep it in a similar location just for now. Come back under here, our levels. Remember, this is the class that handles all the levels and all the movement, all the rooms. Um, so this is room 1, room 2, and then room 3. So we'll go ahead and go key 3 dot draw, and then screen, and then key 3 collision, key 3 key collision, and then okay, let's go ahead and run it. And let's get to that room. This is room 1, 2. Now we got to go ahead and battle. So going forward, hopefully you guys can comment, help me out, see what we want to add next. If you have any ideas, if you want me to go over anything I've already worked on, like maybe some of the code that I pre-wrote. If you'd be interested, just let me know. But yeah, there's our key. We can collect it. Let's go see if we can use this key on any of the doors. Nope, not on that one. Not on that one, and not on that one. So we're gonna have to look into that, see how this is gonna go. Thanks for watching, though. I'll keep you posted. I'll keep working on this, figure out the solutions, and then we'll make a video showing what I did. Like and subscribe. Bye.